We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Tonight we kick off Week 6 with a great Thursday night matchup, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the defending Super Bowl champions, the Kansas City Chiefs. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Herbert on the first play wants to pass it. Got his man, Conqueror. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one goes for 24 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They run with the second-year man, Isaiah Pacheco. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. The Chiefs at 2-3 here to begin the new season. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
Again, it's Pacheco. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. That good for 19 and a 1st down. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. He completes that to Garrett Wilson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way that they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running.
And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Chiefs put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. You talk about this Chiefs defense, and they've been excellent against the pass, the number 6 unit in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
And he's going to have a Broncos 1st down as he gets this up past the 30 to the 32.
Partner, it's not often that I expect running backs to eclipse 100 yards in back-to-back games, but he left 100 way behind last week. I think he's going to do it again. I'm expecting 150 or more.
And last week, AFC Offensive Player of the Week, so if he does what you say he might, maybe he'll get another one.
Yeah, I think he's locked in.
Prescott on 1st down. And his throw here is incomplete.
Well, how about the challenge we're seeing here in this game early? Man coverage against some fleet receivers. That time, the defense won.
Second and 10. Prescott from the gun. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissler. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Denver has a first down on the 15-yard play.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you get a heck of a tight end candidate.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Here's second and 10. Up the middle, Jones. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-point sequence there. You force the incompletion and a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Prescott now from the 50. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked up by Troy Anderson. And the Chiefs are going to take over at the 45-yard line. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Coming to this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
And that's going to be a Chiefs first down as the tackle made it about the 43-yard line.
A good rip by Pacheco, and you have to go back to 1990 with Johnny Johnson with the Cardinals to find a rookie 7th rounder with more rushing yards than he had last season. The 251st pick out of Rutgers took over the KC backfield with 830 yards in 2022.
First carry now for Justice Hill. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. This defense for the Broncos, they had certainly had their struggles to start the season, but they put it all together in getting that first victory a week ago.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Garrett Wilson, the one he was looking for, and it's 3rd and short. But you look at this Bronco defense, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
One thing you always look for when you're evaluating a defense, how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get? How about last week's game? The number was 6. Phenomenal performance.
They'll try for the first with Pacheco. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Just to pick up a 3, but that is indeed enough.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up 3rd downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I guarantee you, it started in the offseason. 3rd down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
Play action. It's Herbert. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 12 yards into Kansas City first.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Kadarius Toney, 34 yards. And the Chiefs are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. The fly route works for the TD grab.
And you know what the receivers love to say? If we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did, all the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 14-0. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This will be a return from deep in the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
Second down, another shot for Jones. And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23.
And there was one of the downsides of blitzing during the run down, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting third down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
And he'll get this just across the 25-yard line.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
A second down pass play, but it's incomplete.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. In motion right, that's Metcalf. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
Dak and the offense still out there. They are going to go for it. 4th down, Prescott. That is caught. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off for the first down. Here's Prescott. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
What the is moving it a little bit, have them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Now a 2nd and 10. Prescott to throw it. He's got his 6'5" receiver. That's Tim Patrick. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Prescott now. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They give him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
They'll throw again. Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. And, of course, that's not an easy man to sack. You know how elusive he can be trying to get outside of the pocket. That was a great play on the defensive side.
Now, I wonder what was going through his mind, because he didn't seem as committed to using his legs to pick up yardage. He wanted to keep that play alive to either take off and go or throw it away. But he held on to the football and ended up getting sacked.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And he's got it inside the 10. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
I tell you what, this is not for the faint of heart right here. 4th down, this is taking a big risk. But it's as good a play call as you can imagine. And the defense just not able to come up with the stop they needed. And this is not just a first down, but a big play as well.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. In motion left, Hardman. They'll try again with Jones. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The 2nd down play not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Aaron Jones, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Broncos have got it back to within a score. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week. And you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Pacheco gets it up the gut. A beautiful fake. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
He'll complete this one. Wk6. And he'll be ridden out of bounds all the way down at the 15-yard line. A big play there for KC. 45 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 42 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Now they send a man in motion right. They'll try to pound it in with Hill. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
It's largely been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now is where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
Two of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Herbert going to keep it on his sneak. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Justin Herbert as the first half is winding down. And the Chiefs will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 21-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation, either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing, Prescott. Finding his big receiver, Patrick, over the middle. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Final play of the half, Prescott. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled in the booth ready for quarter number 3. It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively. Virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Again, it's Jones. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, guy carrying the ball. What about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism. They created some nice space for him.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Metcalf motions left. On 3rd down, here's Jones. There he goes, right side. Inside the 20. And all the way home for the Broncos score. Aaron Jones with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Broncos have cut it back within a score.
We see this a lot on 3rd and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
Extra point splits the uprights, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he returns this to the 22. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco. 51 yards rushing for him now to this point. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd down and a yard. Here's Pacheco once again. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Yeah, once more, strong running. Excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Herbert on 1st down now. He finds Wilson. And all the way inside the 15 before they dropped it. That's good for 28 yards. It was a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Herbert operating from the red zone. And he whips that one incomplete there. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. They run it with Pacheco from the gun. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
He's got his running back out of the backfield. Touchdown! Isaiah Pacheco with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Chiefs have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Carlson now to add the extra point. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense? I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
But these guys going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Prescott. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that would be incomplete.
He's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I guarantee he quietly was told that you might not stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
This offense 2 for 2 converting on these thus far, so why not try again here on 4th down? They'll go for it. They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. On first down, it's Herbert. Looking for Tony on the out route, and he's got him. Following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to KC. Now they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Here's Herbert. The kick here, it's complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
They've certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Pacheco gets it and tries the left side. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up and keep making first downs. Keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
2 yards to go, 2nd down. And it's straight. It's Pacheco. And he stopped immediately there. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Third down and 1. On 3rd down, it's Pacheco. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. 80 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Well, they gave himself options there on the 3rd down play, and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the chief linemen might have moved. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Justin Herbert looking to pass. This will be caught at about the 5. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up the secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
Carlson now to kick this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on fourth down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
A first down throw for Prescott. And his throw's going to be incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game, so he's really made his presence felt in this one.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 47. Looking to throw. Prescott. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Another nice gain. 13 yards that time and another first down.
A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
From the 25, here's 2nd and a yard.
Now Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. Reynolds with a catch out on the right side. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling.
They talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
From the shotgun again to Jones. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
Tackle made by Chase Young.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Ball at the 14 for 2nd and 5.
Here's Prescott.
And the Broncos are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Boy, they had it at the 1. The false start moves it to the 6 now for 1st and goal. After the penalty, it's Jones. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
Jones again. And not a whole lot there as they'll get him down at about the 2.
This is 3rd and goal. This Chiefs defense. They're giving it up. And this time he is in. Aaron Jones taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Broncos have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. And it's no good. No, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. Now, 4th quarter, it felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
From the 43, here's 2nd down and 7. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Dante Jackson picks it. And the Broncos are right back in this football game. Here's 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down. Here comes 2nd down. Prescott, he's going to change things up here. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. From the 31, here's a 2nd down and 6. They'll go again to Jones. And takes this one across the 35 to the 36. A gain of about 4. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. What a kickoff to the week this has been. Now a big play. It's 3rd down. An inside give to Jones. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. The 2 timeouts still remaining, but scoring quickly, a must. It's 1st and 10. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Well, the noise got to be an issue now offensively. Here's 3rd and 6. To throw, Prescott. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Broncos. DK Metcalf, 53 yards. And the Broncos get a bit closer. Extra point right down the middle as this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. So a minute and change to go, and this is going to be an onside kick. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13. With the late lead, Herbert's going to throw it. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game.
Let's go.
Victory in the cards now for the Chiefs as they take a knee here. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th.
Show what you're working with now. Yeah, let's go. Set. Let's go.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
This could be it. This could be the turning point.
So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational. Things started off exciting this one. High score first half, and nobody left their foot on the gas in the second half either, Charles. And for them, a really nice victory in a high-scoring airport.
You're right about that, because so many times we'll see teams come out slow and take a while to get going, and points become a little harder to score near the end of games as we look as everyone turns down. But no such issues in this game. The scoring started right away and held up in a steady clip in the remainder of the game.
So for Kansas City, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for Denver, the losses are piling up as they drop to 1-5 now. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.